Good day, everyone. So, I am Vivienne Gapan from Bulacan State University, Meneses Campus. So, today's agenda ay magkakaroon tayo ng second seminar patungkol naman sa environmental awareness, kapaligiran mo, ingatan mo. I hope this seminar will give us an awareness tungkol sa ating kapaligiran and kung ano nga ba yung nakapaloob sa Republic Act of 9003 and kung ano yung mga penalties kung malabag natin yung batas na ito. So, let us start. Republic Act of 9003, it is an act providing for an ecological solid management program, creating necessary institutional program, mechanism, and incentives, appropriating funds. States the policies and penalties for certain prohibited acts that can harm the environment. And also, it is passed by the Philippine Congress on December 20, 2001 and naaprubahan ito noong January 26 ng ating dating Pangulong Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. Isa ang solid waste management sa malaking problema at issue na kinaharap ng ating bansa. Kaya naman ang DNR ay nagdesisyon na gumawa ng batas para mabawasan yung problema patungkol dito. At ito nga ay yung Republic Act of 9003. Nakapaloob sa Republic Act 9003 yung mga batas na sinagawa ng ating government para mabawasan yung problema natin patungkol sa solid waste. And also nakapaloob din sa Republic Act 9003 yung mga prohibited acts na pwedeng makasama sa ating environment. In the other hand, nakapaloob din dito yung mga incentives or rewards na pwede mo makuha kung ikaw ay susuportahan mo or susundin mo yung mga guidelines na meron ng ating government para sa ating solid waste. The management of solid waste has attained highest importance in its era globally, but the practices of basic concepts on waste disposal are often neglected. Karamihan sa mga communities dito sa ating bansa or sa ating mundo ay aware dun sa mga serious consequences once na naggawa sila ng improper solid waste management practices. But the negative attitude of implementations gives rise to chaotic situations. The environment we live in provides support for our survival as well as other living things. We are aware na tayo ay kumukuha ng for survival sa ating environment. Karamihan ng ating pangangailangan ay dito natin nakukuha. So dito papasok yung give and take. Hindi naman pwedeng puro lang tayo take ng take. Kailangan din natin bigyan ng pagpapahalaga and ng proteksyon yung environment natin dahil sa huli, pag tayo ay nagpabaya, tayo rin yung maapektuhan at tayo rin yung magiging kawawa dahil baka mawala na tayo ng source sa ating para tayo ay makasurvive dito sa ating mundo. The main cause of environmental degradation is the improper waste management in terms of disposal. 'Di ba? Tayo mga tao, may part sa atin na nakikita na natin yung sign. For example, yung hawak mong waste is nabubulok siya. Pero ilalagay mo pa rin siya sa hindi nabubulok so that mahihirapan yung mga collectors natin na isegregate ng maayos kasi dapat bago nila yun kolektahin, nakasegregate na ng maayos para ma-dispose na nila ito ng mas madali. Ang focus ng Republic Act 9003 is maprotektahan yung ating environment, lalo na yung ating kalusugan. Nakapaloob din dito yung mga penalties na pwedeng ipataw sa'yo once na ikaw ay lumabag or gumawa ng act na naikakasama ng ating environment. So ngayon, dadako na tayo sa Comprehensive Solid Waste Management. Waste management is the process of collecting, transporting, processing, or disposing, managing, and monitoring of waste materials. The term usually relates to materials produced by human activity, and the process is generally undertaken to reduce their effects on health and to the environment. So let's talk about comprehensive solid waste management. The first one is waste characterization and segregation. The solid waste generation within the area of jurisdiction shall be characterized for initial source of waste reduction and recycling element of the local waste management plan. Waste characterization data is collected by taking samples of waste and sorting it into material types like newspaper and aluminum cans. and weighing each type. Typically, samples are taken from trucks delivering waste to landfills and transfer stations from residential, commercial, and self-haul sources. Waste segregation is the separating and sorting of waste to facilitate recycling, and when sorted, waste is more easily recycled, thereby saving your money. Sinasabi lang sa waste characterization and segregation is yung tamang pagtatapon natin ng mga basura natin in its category. For example na lang is yung mga kadalasan nating nakikita na basurahan na may label na nabubulok at hindi nabubulok. Isa itong paraan para madisiplina natin yung sarili natin kung saan ba talaga natin itatapon sa tamang tapunan yung mga basura natin. Pero kadalasan, may mga tao pa din na makukulit at pinipilit pa din na even yung hawak nilang basura is nabubulok, itatapon pa rin nila ito sa hindi nabubulok. So that mahihirapan yung mga collector kasi dapat bago nila to kolektahin, nakasegregate na ito para mas madali nila itong ma-dispose. Mahalaga ang waste characterization dahil ini-ensure nito na yung mga waste natin are na-dispose in the correct landfill sites. Paano nga ba nakakatulong yung waste segregation sa ating environment? Malaki ang tulong nito. Bakit? Waste segregation is important for a cleaner environment, surroundings, for reducing pollution, and to maintain good public health. When we don't segregate our waste, it can get mixed up in landfills. Such waste contains harmful gases. It can contaminate the land and groundwater by releasing toxic gases. Hindi lang sa labas ng bahay natin mahalaga yung pagsasegregate natin. Mas mahalaga ito kung sisimulan natin sa ating loob ng bahay. Kasi if we are not going to separate our waste properly, then mag-mix lang ito sa mga landfills natin. Katulad na lang ng pag-mix nila sa loob ng mga trash bins natin. And also, if these waste are segregated properly, then the risk of cats that the rag pickers and garbage collector may experience will be avoided. The second one is the source reduction, or also known as waste prevention or pollution prevention, is the elimination of waste before it is created. Rate of waste diversion is set to increase every 3 years. It involves the design, manufacture, purchase, or use of materials and products to reduce the amount of toxicity of what is thrown away. Source reduction means stopping waste before it happens. Waste reduction or source reduction is the practice of preventing waste by decreasing or eliminating the amount of materials initially used. Some example of waste reduction include purchasing products in bulk quantities rather than single servings like cereal or potato chips. Malaki ang natutulong ng source reduction dahil nako-conserve nito yung mga resources and also nare-reduce nito yung pollution including yung greenhouse gases na mayroong contribution sa ating global warming. Malaki din yung significant impact ng source reduction sa ating waste management system dahil nare-reduce nito yung quantity and also yung toxicity ng ating mga waste. And also, it helps to promote the efficient use of discarded products and resources as they have not been contaminated by the toxic or contaminated waste removed at source. Maraming benefits ang pwede tayong makuha sa pag-reduce and pag-reuse ng ating mga waste, including na dito yung pag-prevent ng pollution caused by reducing the needs to harvest new raw materials, and also it saves energy, it reduces greenhouse gas emission that contribute to the global climate change, and also it helps to sustain the environment for future generation. Isa sa limbawa ng source reduction is yung paggamit mo ng reusable shopping bag sa isang grocery store. Although it uses more material than a single disposal bag, the material per use is less. The third one is the collection and transport of solid waste. The geographic subdivisions are taken into account in coverage of the solid waste collection area in every barangay, ensuring 100% collection efficiency within 24 hours from all sources. In the direct discharge type of station, several collection trucks empty directly into the transport vehicle. In a storage discharge type of station, refuse is the first into a storage pit or onto a platform, and then machinery is used to hoist or push the solid waste into the transport vehicle. Yung collection and yung pag-transport ng mga waste natin, ito yung mga basic activities ng waste management system sa buong mundo. Ito yung pagkolekta ng mga basura natin. For example, dito sa amin, every Thursday, kinokolekta ng mga garbage collector yung mga basura namin, and then, sila na yung bahalang mag-dispose nito sa mga landfills. For example naman sa ibang lugar, meron naman din silang nakaset na araw kung kailan kokolektahin ng mga garbage collector yung mga waste nila. Malaki yung tulong nito ng pagkolekta and pag-transport ng mga waste natin. Bakit? Dahil hindi na natin kailangan itapon yung mga waste natin kung saan-saan. So that yung responsibility na lang natin is ayusin and isegregate ng maayos yung mga waste natin bago yung araw ng pagkolekta ng mga basura natin, so that hindi na mahihirapan yung mga collector natin na isegregate ito sa kanya-kanyang category. Waste collection is part of the process of waste management. It is the transfer of solid waste from the point of use and disposal to the point of treatment or landfill. Mahalaga yung tamang pagkolekta ng mga waste natin para maprotektahan yung public health, safety, and also yung environmental quality natin. The fourth one is the recycling program. A recycling program is a system that is set up in your home, school, or office to effectively manage waste in the correctly. You can reduce your landfill's waste by up to 85%. With the right recycling program, you're able to source, separate, and ensure that less is sent to landfills. So, paano nga ba nag-work yung recycling programs? Yung mga recycling stuff, kinokolekta nila yung paper, cans, bottles, and even yung mga cardboard and other recyclable materials. Tapos, dadalhin nila ito sa recycle for processing. And then, afterwards, yung mga materials na yon are sent to various recycling locations to create new products. Mahalaga yung mga recycling programs dahil nape-prevent nito yung pollution, nakakapag-save ng money, and also it allows product to use to their fullest extent. Recycling is a process of converting waste materials into reusable objects to prevent waste or potentially useful materials, reduce the consumption of fresh raw materials, energy usage, air pollution, and water pollution by decreasing the need for conventional waste disposal. Marami din tayong benefits na makukuha sa pag-recycle. Isa na dito yung it reduces the size of landfills, conserve natural resources, and saves money. The fifth one is the RMF, or the Material Recovery Facility. LGU are mandated to establish material recovery facility in each barangay or cluster of barangay designed to receive, sort, process, and store compostable and recyclable materials efficiently. MRF, also known as Material Reclamation Facility or Material Recycling Facility, solid waste management plant that processes recyclable materials to sell to manufacturers as raw materials for new products. Yung main function ng MRF is to maximize the quantity of recyclables processed while producing materials that will generate the highest possible revenues in the market. And also, MRF can also process waste into a feedstock for biological conversion through composting and anaerobic digestion. The next one is the composting. The Department of Agriculture shall publish an inventory of existing markets and demands for compost that is updated annually. This compost intended for commercial distribution should conform to the standards set by DA for organic fertilizer. Malaki din yung significant ng composting dahil nakakatulong yung mga waste natin para maging pataba sa mga halaman natin, and also nagbibigay din ito ng mga nutrients gaya ng mga leaves and yung mga balat ng mga prutas. Marami tayong makukuhang benefits sa pagko-composting. Kabilang na dito yung It introduces valuable organisms to the soil. Microorganisms such as bacteria, fungi, and protozoa decompose organic material. It also recycles kitchen and yard materials, reduce landfill waste, and good for the environment yung pagko-composting. So we are done to the 6 comprehensive solid waste management. Balikan lang natin kung ano-ano ito. Yung first one is waste characterization and segregation. Second one is source reduction. Third one is collection and transport of solid waste. The fourth one is recycling program. The fifth one is MRF or material recovery facility. And the last one is composting. So let us proceed naman sa mga local government ng solid waste management. Local government is to ensure and facilitate the development of local plans. National Solid Waste Management Commission or NSWMC. It mandated to publish guidelines for identification of areas with common waste management problems and appropriate units for clustering solid waste management services. This is to reinforce provision of the local government code for all the provinces, municipalities, and barangays to consolidate or coordinate efforts, services, and resources to establish common waste treatment and disposal facilities. The government sector shall be represented by the heads of the following agency in their ex-official capacity. So, ito yung mga government sectors na mayroong responsibility sa solid waste management. The first one is the DENR, or also known as Department of Environmental and Natural Resources. DILG, Department of the Interior and Local Government. DOST, Department of Science and Technology. DPWH, Department of Public Workers and Highways. DOH, Department of Health. DTI, Department of Trade and Industry. MMDA, Metro Manila Development Authority. League of Provincial Governors. League of City Mayors. League of Municipal Mayors. Association of Barangay Councils, and Philippine Information Agency. So, sa paanong paraan nga ba na ma-manage ng government yung mga waste natin? So, yung mga local authorities, kailangan responsible sila sa pagpo-provide ng mga municipal solid waste management services, including na dito yung pagkokolekta ng mga waste natin from sources of generation and road sweeping, transportation, storage, and disposal at local level for the disposal, reuse, and composting of municipal solid waste. So, proceed na tayo sa Penal Provision Prohibited Acts. Ito yung mga ginagawa natin na nakakasama sa ating environment so that magbabayad tayo ng mga penalties or ng mga karampatang parusa na pwedeng ipataw sa atin dahil nakagawa tayo ng hindi maganda sa ating environment. So, umpisahan na natin sa littering, throwing, dumping of waste material in public places. Ito yung mga kadalasan nating ginagawa na meron na tayong nakitang basurahan pero instead na doon natin itapon, pipiliin pa din nating itapon ito sa kalsada, which is mali dahil pinapakita mo na hindi ka responsible doon sa ginagawa mo, lalo na sa ating environment. Meron itong kaakibat na parusa. Ano ito? Ito yung pwede kang patawan ng 300 pesos to 1,000 pesos or community service for 1 to 15 days. So, kung ayaw mong magbayad ng penalty or kung ayaw mong mag-community service ng 1 to 15 days, huwag na nating ulitin yung pagtatapon ng mga basura sa iba't ibang lugar. Katulad na lang na meron tayong nakikitang basurahan pero mas pinipili pa din nating itapon yung mga basura natin sa maling tapunan. Next one is the undertaking activities or operating, collecting, or transporting equipment in violation of sanitation, operation, and other requirements permit set forth and established pursuant. Dito naman ay merong penalty na 300 to 1,000 pesos or imprisonment of 1 to 15 days. The third one is the open burning of solid waste. Ito yung kadalasan natin nakikita sa mga barangay natin, yung pagsisiga sa mga open area. Ito kasing pagsisiga ay pwede siyang makasama sa mga health natin, lalo na sa mga bata or sa mga matatanda na merong sakit or allergy dun sa smoke ng galing dun sa siga. So, yung pagsisiga na to ay meron siyang multa na 300 to 1,000 pesos and also imprisonment na 1 to 15 days. So, kung ayaw mong magmulta and ayaw mong makulong, huwag na tayong gumawa ng mga aksyon na hindi naman dapat at makakasama sa ating environment. Next one is the causing or permitting the collection of non-segregated or unsorted waste. Dito naman sa part na to, malaki na yung magiging multa mo dahil malaki na din yung action na nagawa mo at malaki na yung harm na magagawa mo sa ating environment. Dito ay pwede kang multa ng 1,000 to 3,000 pesos and also imprisonment ng 1 to 15 days. Next one is squatting in open dump site and landfills. Once naman na nagawa mo tong action na to, pwede kang magmulta ng 1,000 to 3,000 pesos and imprisonment of 15 days to 6 months or both. So, mas malaki yung action na nagagawa mo, mas lumalaki yung pwedeng iparusa sa iyo. Bilang mga tao at bilang nakikinabang sa ating environment, karapatan natin and responsibility natin na protektahan at pangalagaan yung environment natin. Dahil kung hindi natin to gagawin at kung hindi natin bibigyan ng halaga yung environment natin, tayo din yung mawawalan. Dahil alam natin sa sarili natin na marami tayong nakukuha sa environment natin. We should be responsible dun sa mga ginagawa natin and kailangan natin mag-isip bago natin gawin yung isang bagay. Baka kasi hindi natin namamalayan na yung ginawa na pala natin na act na yon ay makakasama na pala yun sa environment natin kahit na maliit lang yon. So we should aware dun sa mga gawain or mga activities na pwedeng makasama sa ating environment. And also, as a student, kailangan natin suportahan yung mga programa ng government natin para maprotektahan yung environment natin and also para magbigay and mag-share ng awareness tungkol sa ating environment. Protecting our planets start with you. Kung didisiplinahin mo yung sarili mo, pwede mo itong ma-share sa ibang tao, which is malaking tulong para magbigay ng awareness tungkol sa ating kapaligiran, tungkol kung paano natin mapapangalagaan ng mabuti yung ating kapaligiran and kung paano natin ito mapoprotektahan sa maliit na paraan or sa simpleng paraan lamang. Here are the 7 simple things you can do to help to protect the environment. One is yung pagre-reduce, reuse, and recycle. Malaking tulong yung pagre-reduce, pagre-reuse, and pagre-recycle ng mga waste natin. Dahil bukod sa nababawasan yung mga waste natin sa ating mga landfills, nakakagawa din tayo ng mga iba't ibang new material na pwede nating pakinabangan. And also yung mga pagbo-volunteer nga sa mga programa ng ating pamahalaan or ng ating mga government. Malaking tulong din yun dahil pwede tayong mag-share ng awareness or ng mga knowledge natin tungkol sa ating environment. The next one is educate. Educate yourself and even yung other people na nasa surroundings mo para naman magkaroon sila ng knowledge tungkol sa kung paano natin mapaprotektahan yung environment natin and in the end of the day, magtutulungan tayo para maprotektahan at mapangalagaan yung environment natin. And next one is conserve water. Mahalaga din na hindi natin inaaksaya yung tubig na mayroon tayo dahil mahalaga ito hindi lang para sa akin kung hindi sa bawat isa, lalo na sa ating environment. The next one is shop wisely. Piliin natin yung mga hindi makakasama sa ating environment kung tayo ay bibili ng isang product. Next one is plant a tree. Mahalaga din to lalo na sa panahon ngayon na tayo ay aware sa kalagayan ng mga kagubatan natin na nababawasan na or nawawala na ng mga puno. Kaya mahalaga din na mag-plant tayo ng mga bagong puno para maprotektahan at maging mabuhay ulit yung mga kagubatan natin dahil magkakaroon ulit ng panibagong mga puno na pwedeng mag-protect sa atin. And next one and the last one is throw your trash in a right way. Kahit simpleng act lang ito, mapoprotektahan pa din natin yung environment natin. Bakit? Kasi makakalesen tayo dun sa problema na kinaharap ng ating country tungkol sa mga ating waste. So, kung yung 7 na yon ay susundin natin at ipapalaganap natin, madali natin na maibabalik yung sigla ng environment natin and mas madali natin tong maire-resolve para sa ating next generation. And also, para na din hindi tayo maging kawawa sa huli dahil alam natin na pinoprotektahan natin yung environment na meron tayo.
Did you know that India consumes 12 million tons of plastic, 11 million tons of paper, and 2 million tons of glass each year? Have you ever wondered what happens when you don't recycle all this waste? Around 6.7 million tons of recyclable waste is dumped in India's unsanitary landfills, leading to severe air pollution and water table contamination. Are you alarmed? Well, you can make a difference today by partnering with Banyan Recycling Solutions. Banyan offers professional recycling services to homes and businesses. Customers can avail convenient, on-demand or recurring door-to-door pickup services. Sign up today for Banyan's Earth Credits program. Based on the weight of your recyclable waste, you can receive cash, coupons, or even mobile minutes. The collected recyclable materials are transported to Banyan's materials recovery facilities and are meticulously sorted using scientific techniques. They are cleaned and processed into high-quality materials like bales of paper and plastic pellets and chips of different colors and sizes. The processed materials are sold to reprocessors and producers who manufacture consumer goods that re-enter the marketplace. Banyan's mission is to create a robust recycling supply chain that meets the needs of local communities. Become a partner in Banyan's sustainability movement. Contribute to the economy by signing up today.
So ayun, maraming salamat ulit sa pakikinig at sa panonood ng seminar 2 natin, and I hope na marami kayong natutunan at naging aware kayo tungkol sa environment na ginagalawan natin. And sana i-share nyo din yung knowledge na meron kayo para magtulungan tayo na protektahan yung environment natin. Thank you for watching and for listening.